Hi guys, and welcome back to the Hot Seat with Priscilla. I am your host, Priscilla Moy, and we are going to get right into it. Our first guest is a two-time Olympian. She is a synchronized swimmer, and you may or may not see her perform in Cirque du Soleil. I cannot wait to interview her. Everyone, please welcome Nayara Figueira. Hi, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Please take a seat. Oh my gosh, I feel so honored to have an athlete of your stature sitting here with us. So first and foremost, you're from Brazil.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
And so you basically probably have been an athlete all of your life to be able to, qualify for the Olympics. Basically your whole life has been synchronized swimming, correct? So tell the audience your journey in Brazil and how you kind of worked up to become this Olympian.
So I started synchronized swimming when I was 7 years old, and then I grew up in the sport, and I got into the national team when I was 14. Mm-hmm. And from there I competed in 2 Olympic Games, and then after that, after 2012, in London, I decided that I had to move on, so I started coaching, but then I was feeling still that I need to keep going. I really want to keep doing synchronized swimming. So there was the opportunity to come to O, and I applied and I got the job, and that has been wonderful. And I've been here for about 7 years.
Yeah, that show was perfect for you.
Yes.
Because it's all about synchronized swimming. If you guys have seen O at the Bellagio. Mm-hmm. So what attracted you to synchronized swimming to begin with?
I think it was just different. I started doing swimming, swimming. But I was kind of bored at some time, so when I saw a presentation and I saw the music and the different movements, I think that was what makes my eyes shine. Yeah. I was like, okay, I want to try that, and that's how it started.
Because there's so much artistry that goes into it.
Yes.
And so I'm sure when you train, it's not only about swimming, but you have to be able to have some sort of flexibility and dance aspect to it.
Yeah, it's a combination of everything. So you have to use your body to do different movements, and you have to learn how to breathe, and you have to learn how to interact, and it's a group competition. So most of my friends now are when I was kids, so we grew up together doing the sport, and they're my best friends. So it's like a family too.
Yeah, you kind of have to in order to have that trust, because it's synchronized.
Exactly.
So in the Olympics, what is that experience like? From qualifying and then also being there, the pressure, right, representing your country?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's really hard to express in words, because you have to be there to understand. Everybody says Olympic Games. I was like, yes, but when you're there, it's magical, and it's your dream. It's literally you reaching your dream. So you get there, everything is massive. And you go to compete, and everybody's cheering for you and applaud and screaming, and I don't know, it's a combination of emotions, but at the same time you're so trained to be there in that moment. So it's magical.
Yeah,
I will never forget that.
I feel
emotion.
Regardless if you place or you medal, winning, you were there, to be able to even go. I feel like people need to applaud themselves for just going, because there's so many people who are focused on I feel like I'm disappointing my country, but at the same time, you're you got to go to the Olympics for sport.
As an athlete, we have this feeling oh, I did a medal, because a lot of people ask you oh, which place did you get? But just to be able to go there is such a massive achievement. So yeah, I'm very proud.
Yeah, and you went twice.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So many people, And I recently had a synchronized swimmer here as well, and I know for her, she was talking a lot about how synchronized swimming can, for your body, is a lot easier than a lot of high impact sports. Yeah, when it comes to acrobatics, contortion, gymnastics, especially. So she's able to continue it a little bit longer, which I see with you, because now you're here in Las Vegas doing just that, but in a more performance way. So you always wanted to leave Brazil? You didn't want to stay and continue doing things there? Your dream was always to just kind of explore other options abroad?
No, actually no. I never thought about leaving Brazil. The things was happening one after the others, and when I was coaching there, I was I actually want more. Yeah. So I actually ended up moving to Portugal for about 3 months, and I was coaching there as well, and I saw the possibilities, and I was like, wow, actually, I like that.
Yeah.
I like to open my mind and discover new cultures and new countries, so yeah, I was very excited to come to Vegas.
Yeah, that's amazing. I always love to hear the story of how you got into Cirque, because sometimes I hear people, they call you, or like they see you, like they kind of scout, or obviously, did you apply? And you...
Yeah, so that was funny because I never thought about Cirque because I was like, when I stop synchronized swimming, I'll stop.
Yeah.
But then, because I still have that feeling, I had 2 friends that used to work at Le Rev, the other aquatic shows we used to have here. And they were like, no, it's great, you should try to see how it is. So I applied for Le Rev before, and I didn't pass the test. Like, there was a massive test, and I ended up not getting it. But then meanwhile, when I was here, I met some girls from O, and they're like, well, if you want to send your video, we always need people, so one day they might call you. I'm like, cool. So I made a video, I sent out, and then they choose me to go to Montreal to train there and learn all the choreographies. So I stayed there for 2 years, or 2 months, I'm sorry. And then I was like, great, I might go to Vegas soon.
Yeah.
But they didn't need people by that time. So I went back to Brazil, stayed in Brazil for a year, and then they called me back. Like, hey, are you still interested in the position? I'm like, yes, I'm going.
Wow, so it's never immediate. It's like they train you, and then they're like, we'll see.
No, I have friends that wait for like 5 years after do the training. Because it's literally like when they need people, someone leaves, they need to replace, so that's when they call, usually. So I was like, yeah, I'm here.
That's amazing, though. It's meant to be that you're just supposed to continue. So whatever fire you had in you that was like, I don't want to stop yet.
Exactly.
Do you feel like synchronized swimming is a sport that you don't have to constantly be rigorously working at, such as gymnastics or, you know?
No, we do. We do, actually, because we stop, our body kind of don't understand anymore. So COVID was something like that because we didn't have many pools available, and during the winter, you don't want to go to the pool, but you kind of have to move your body, so it was kind of tricky. And then when we went back, the show was reopened and everything, we were like, everybody was like having cramps all the time, and actually we opened the show in July 2021, and August I was out for a month because I was having a shoulder injury. So yeah, because we do like our injuries is most because of repetitive movements. So because we were training and started shows right away, everything was like super fast. My body was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. But now it's good.
Yeah. Now I feel when you were coaching, you were able to still be immersed in it, right? Like you didn't fully stop and then try to get back into it in that wide span of the Olympics to. Because I feel like then it was more susceptible. Your body would be like, exactly.
If you try to do like a job at home, like home office or something, the computer is completely different now.
Yeah. So what do you do every day to kind of keep your body in check? Do you have a specific workout that you like, Pilates or something else that you keep apart from obviously doing the show? You're obviously working out, but
so mostly we have workouts in the show. We have Pilates in the show.
Okay.
So usually you just have to go early and do this part. Sometimes I like it to go by myself to the pool, like in the morning, and swim a little bit, because in the show you do the same choreography every time. So I go to the pool, I swim laps, and I kind of like free my body to do different movements. So I like that. Sometimes I go to the gym as well before I go to the show. So as much as you do outside, the show gets easier. Yeah. So that's what I like to do.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, congratulations.
Thank
and
you
you've
so
been
much.
in O for
7 years.
7 years now.
Yeah.
And you love it, obviously, right?
I love it.
Every show, obviously, like, looks probably different for you. Like, what's the best thing about O that you could tell the audience about as experience as a Cirque performer? The best thing you could say about being a Cirque performer?
Well, for me, the show, it's so magical. It's so magical. And for us, everybody asks, like, oh, you're not tired to do the same thing every day? We're like, no, because it's not the same thing. The audience changed, the atmosphere changed, the energy changed. So it's challenging to be able to perform your 100% every day. But as soon as you're on stage, you're like, all these people pay to see this magical show. So yeah, I'm giving my 100%.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I come from theater, so I know that it's always dependent on the energy in the room.
It changes a lot.
Because you can't ignore it. It's there. And you're like, oh God, I can't even fake it. Like, I feel that they're just not having a good time, you know. Exactly. They're super quiet. There's probably one person in the audience, and you're like, no. But amazing. So I always ask this question for all of my guests to see. Is there a philosophy or motto that you live by daily in life?
I just try to be as much positive I can. I think life is beautiful. It's challenge, but you grow every day. So for me, new challenges are always something that makes you better in life, enjoying more life. So I try to enjoy every single thing I can think of. Like everything that makes me smile is something beautiful. So I take that.
That's amazing. You are absolutely, I love the positivity coming from you. And also is because you just love what you do. It's not just so much in winning or, you know, not letting go. It's literally because you just love it.
Exactly.
And that's why you do it. Do you have any plan to, after O, like, do you want to continue coaching here? Do you want to have more performances, move performances?
Yeah, I'd love, if I had the opportunity, I would love to go in a touring show. But synchronized swimmers kind of cannot because we don't have pools in touring shows, so it's kind of tricky. I'm a massage therapist as well.
Okay.
So I do that on the side. But maybe coaching, is still something that I would love to one day be able to help my sport in Brazil to grow again because, it's something, it's like a dream. But that's further. For
the very far future, but you would love to bring it back to Brazil.
I still love being on stage. I still love performing.
Yeah, that's amazing. So it's meant to be, you know? I mean, synchronized swimming is more of a performance more so than kind of just like vigorous, like track or, you know, all those different things. But that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for being here. This interview was so amazing. I love your energy. She is the sweetest. If you could tell people when they could see you and how many days a week and when you guys perform.
Okay, the show is open from Wednesday to Sunday, 2 shows a week, 2 shows a day, 7 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. And we're going to be happy to see you there.
And where can they find you on social media if they want to reach out?
My Instagram, Facebook is Nayara Figueira. Yeah, both of them, you can find me there.
Yes, she's very easy to find. Even if you Google her, all this stuff pops up because she's obviously a 2-time Olympian sitting here in the studio, guys. But thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure meeting you. Please stay in contact with us. Our viewers probably are loving you, all of the above. And make sure you guys don't go anywhere because when we come back, we're going to have another amazing guest. So see you soon.